Hi, my name's Ben.
Hello, I'm Ugur.
And we're both English teachers here at the Big Apple School here in Novosibirsk. And today we're going to help you learn some really interesting new words and phrases on the topic of bars, alcohols, and nightlife. So what we're going to do is we will introduce the words to you in Russian and we'll give you a clue. And your job is to guess the word in English. So before we start with these interesting words, or tell me, do you like to have a drink? Do you like alcohol?
Of course I like.
Но у меня с алкоголем разговор короткий. Я его очень пью, но люблю, но немного пью его. Но пью.
Do you have bad feelings after drinking alcohol in the morning?
Not so much, but yeah, I have like an upset stomach most of the time if I drink too much the night before.
Yeah. I mean, I feel terrible the next day whenever I drink alcohol. I literally can't start the day if I've drank too much the night before.
Делайте со мной что хотите, но я не встану.
So I do like to drink, but I can't have too much to drink because then I just won't be able to function
properly next time.
What occasions do you typically drink? Or when do you typically drink? Which occasions? Or do you drink every day?
Not every day, but this is kind of my like routine. So after work, when I come home, after I eat something like snack, I drink a couple of beers to just relax off, so it's kind of routine.
No, I like to have a beer after work sometimes too. Is there a particular beer that you like here in Novosibirsk?
I tried the blue one with the different numbers on it. I guess it's a Baltica or something.
Baltica.
I actually like that one. Apart from that, I usually drink the international brands like Carlsberg or other ones like Heineken.
What I love about big Russian cities is you have these beer shops all around town, and they have draft beer, which is beer on tap. And I haven't actually been to one in a while, but sometimes you can get some really good beers. But the thing is that they serve the beer in plastic bottles.
Yeah, that's the thing. The smell.
It's kind of odd. I need to have my beer in like a glass bottle or in a glass itself. And also, do you like to go to nightclubs? Is this your thing?
Yeah, I used to go a lot when I was younger, but nowadays I'm not that much into going to the nightclubs. But that will be all right.
It can be a laugh sometimes. It can be fun sometimes. I haven't really been in, I think, at least 5 years.
It's been a while. I haven't been in it. Because of the COVID, it's kind of restricted.
Well, you're from Turkey. Here in Russia, a lot of people like karaoke. Is karaoke a thing in Turkey as well?
Not that much, but as I was living back in the Southeast Asia, Vietnam, and that was completely a karaoke craze there.
Oh yeah,
so people
I can imagine.
Love it. People love karaoke places, and that's one of the best places to just get drunk.
I guess the word karaoke is Japanese. I guess it is. So it's pretty popular out there. I haven't done karaoke in a few years, but it's so funny.
I like it too.
It's a laugh, especially if it's in Russian script. And the funniest is like trying to sing. Well, I've seen karaoke bars where they have English songs. But with Russian writing, and and it's so funny trying to sing.
That's fun.
So you're a tough guy, like you're really rough.
Tried to sing it as karaoke. I also tried. They also had a French song when I sang karaoke ages ago, and it was so confusing trying to read French in Cyrillic writing. All right, guys, let's start with our interesting words for today. And like I said before, we will say the word in Russian and we will try to give you a clue of what the word is. Your job is to guess the word in English. And if you know the words, well done. If you don't know the words, well, then you have some work to do. So let's start with our first section of words that we have here on our flashcards. The first words we have, well, it's actually 2 words. If I say this in Russian, you're probably going to guess this in English already. Do you want to try say those 2 words in Russian?
Okay, the first one, let me try bar.
Yeah.
And the second one is pub.
All right, so yeah. Guys, if you can't guess what bar and pub is, then I'm sorry, guys. You gotta start looking at your English textbooks, all right? So the word in English, guys, is bar and pub. I would say the difference between, well, in England, a pub, but do you know what a pub stands for? It actually stands for public house, which is why it's called pub. And there's not too much difference between bars and pubs, but the main difference is pubs are places in communities where people come and meet. In rural communities, even families come to pubs. It's not just a place where you drink to excess. I mean, yeah, of course you can do that too if you want to, but you can bring families. It's just a meeting place where you get to meet people in the village. I guess in America too, bars are places where people meet, but you definitely don't bring little kids into bars. But in Turkey, do you have, I guess you have tourist pubs, maybe.
Tourist pubs, but as you said, I haven't seen lots of family or just kids hanging around in a bar or pub. So, yeah, but the tourist pubs, all the family can enjoy in the tourist pub.
And is there a drinking age in Turkey?
18.
It's 18, yeah. Yeah, it's 18 in England too, and 21 throughout America. Canada, it's 19 in some provinces and 18 in others. Yeah. What do you think the drinking age should be?
I don't know. If you feel yourself ready to drink, you can drink at any age.
Yeah.
I guess there shouldn't be any restriction for that. So
I would say a good age would be 16.
16.
That's what it used.
15, 16. Yeah.
That's what it used to be in France. Like people could buy beer and wine at 16 and strong alcohol at
spirits.
Yeah, spirits exactly at 18. Anyway, next word we have. Guys, you have to know this in English. Barman.
Oh, what is that?
Barman.
Barman, the guy who serves your drink. Exactly this.
Yeah, come on, guys, you need to know this. Come on. All right, guys, we can say barman in English, or you can also say
bartender.
Yeah, bartender. I wouldn't say the word. I haven't said the word bartender in a long time. I think maybe it's used in America more. Maybe
barman is
barman's the more frequent option.
Yeah.
All right, so the next word we have is barная стойка. So how would you try to describe this in English?
Basically, you can say you put your drink on that surface, we can say.
Yeah, I'd say it's a surface where drinks are served in a bar. You have the taps. Yeah. Okay, so it's not quite a table, guys. Do you want to reveal it? Do you want to reveal the English word?
It is bar counter.
Bar counter, exactly. A counter doesn't just have to be in bars. You can have a kitchen counter, or maybe a counter in a shop. It's basically just a surface, a stoika in Russian. All right, the next word, vishibala. I love how this word sounds in Russian, vishibala. Who is this guy?
This guy basically stands in front of the club or a nightclub or a bar in order to just keep people under control, just watch them not to do some weird things.
Yeah, exactly. And usually a typical, this person typically is really big and muscly, but if you see a smaller guy, don't mess with this guy.
Most probably they're carrying something different.
Probably he's going to absolutely destroy you.
Without the bare knuckles, but something else.
So there's a few ways we can say this, but I will reveal the word. At least in England, and I think in America, we say bouncer. So the bouncer, we have the verb to bounce. I guess it's because the bouncer is typically a big guy, and you can bounce off of the big guy. Or you can also say
security.
Yeah, security.
Or guard, maybe?
Yeah, maybe guard. Yeah, it depends on the institution. If it's a nightclub, most likely you would say the bouncer. I mean, security is fine too, to be honest. All right, next word we have is napitok. And this can be алкогольный или безалкогольный. So it can be either alcoholic or without any alcohol, or non-alcoholic, I should say. So напиток, you would think that this is a normal word that you would learn when you first start learning a language, but you'd be surprised. Would you say you see this word frequently in English? I don't see it too frequently.
No.
But yeah,
it's kind of general.
It's a general word
for all the liquids that we drink.
Yeah. So you could call it a drink, but there is another word that is used. Do you want to reveal the word?
Yeah, it's a beverage.
A beverage, exactly. And in England, if you're using slang, you could call it a bevy.
Still fleecing yourself about bevy, huntsman.
I can imagine Australians saying a bevy as well. But definitely in England, we could say, bevy or bev as well in England. Yeah, so beverage is the word. All right, the next word is, to be honest with you, I didn't really know this in Russian before. Varievo. Here we have pivной напиток. Well, you have the verb in Russian varit, which can mean which can mean this as well. This is the process of making beer or making coffee or tea as well. And this word can also be used as a noun for a beer or a coffee or a tea as well. So this word is might be harder to guess. Do you want to reveal the word?
Of course. It's brew.
Yeah, a brew. So you could call a beer a brew. or a cup of tea. If you've made the tea, if you know the word in Russian, chifernut. If you like to chifernut, if you like to make your tea really strong, you can call it a strong brew. Or I guess you could
cold brew, strong brew.
Yeah, exactly. So
in Turkey, same.
Yeah. So then we have pivovarnya, which is the place where you make beer. And this is called, do you want to reveal the word?
Yes, this is called brewery.
Yeah, brewery. So it comes, brewery, obviously two related words. All right, the next word we have is a slang word. Of course, there are many different words for this, depending on the region you live in. But in Russian, I love this word, bukhlo. And well, the Russian word to get drunk is like buhat.
It's a variation of that.
Exactly. So it's kind of like it's like that. So bukhlo. I mean, do you want to reveal this?
Okay, this is booze.
Yeah, booze.
In slang. Yeah.
So I've noticed there's this Russian celebrity called Ольги Buzovой.
Луна, я не знаю, это не Земля вроде как. Это где-то в пределах Москвы или Краснодара?
Okay. And she's very famous in Russia. I don't think she would be known in the West. Have you heard of her?
No.
Yeah, she's like a Russian celebrity, and she starred on. Do you know the show Big Brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the Russian Big Brother. It's called Dom 2 or something like that, and she starred in this show. And some people love her, some people don't love her. But I loved her name because Ольги Buzovой. And I just thought that this was some alcoholic celebrity. So booze is a great slang word to use, and we use it quite frequently, so definitely feel to use it. So the next set of words we're going to talk about is to do with let's say the container in which you drink
your alcohol.
So the first word we have is стакан. Стакан. So стакан воды. So how do you say стекло in English? That is a clue for you guys. This is it's a very general word. We use this all the time. Yeah, do you want to reveal the word?
Yes, it's a glass.
Glass, exactly, glass. But glass, glasses are these things. And we have another video where we talk about vision. But glass is something you drink out of, or it can also just mean стекло, the material. Right, so the next one we have, this is something you consume vodka and strong alcohol out of. We have stopka and rюмка. The stopka, I think, is the bigger one. I think it's the big one. The rюмка is the small. I think that's right. So like I said, we drink strong alcohol out of this. Do you have one of these in your home?
We don't usually drink the traditional Turkish alcohol in shot glasses, but we use to drink it for vodka or the liquor or whatever it is. Right? So some spirits.
Yeah. Well, the word is a shot glass, and you can also say to have a shot of something. Shot usually comes from the verb to shoot, like выстрелять or выстрелить. But it is, it's also used for a small quantity of strong alcohol. So a shot of something. Yeah. The next one we have is vini bakal. So vino. I hope you guys know this word in English. Bakal is, it's kind of similar to the words that we just said previously. Stakan. So this obviously we consume. What do we consume out of it?
Wine.
Yeah, we consume wine out of it. Or maybe you can consume other things like, I guess, Aperol. Yeah, or other similar drinks. So this is called, do you want to reveal the word?
Yes, it's a wine glass.
Yeah, a wine glass, and they can come in different sizes. So wine glass. The next one we have is a pivная кружка, and you don't have this everywhere. Some pubs have these. Definitely German Bierhausen. Where if you, so they have a handle. They have a handle on it.
Thick glass.
Thick glass usually, and you don't want to drop them because they're usually quite expensive. But we also use the word krужка for coffee, for tea. So, do you want to reveal the word?
Yeah, that's a beer mug.
A beer mug, so a beer mug. And then we also have another word. In Russian, you say pinta piva, a pinta. So in English, it's a similar word, but it's not pronounced in the same way. Okay, so in English, do you know how to pronounce that?
It's a pint.
A pint, we call it a pint in England, a pint, like a pint of beer. So don't call it a pinta, call it a pint of beer. And you can also drink out of a pint glass. And in England, the pint glasses are usually shaped in this interesting curvy way. So you might see this in some films. All right, so the next one we have is a подставка для пива. So the thing you put underneath your beer mug or your pint glass, and this prevents the table from getting from getting a stain. Exactly, stain is a пятно, so it prevents a stain from appearing on the table. I don't always use these. Maybe I should use them at home. I don't know, but let us know if you guys like to use this. So. There's two words we can say for this. Do you want to say the first one?
So the first one is the beer mat.
Yeah, a beer mat. So a mat's kind of like a kovrik? Kovrik, I can't remember, but it's something you put on the floor. But this you don't put on the floor, you put on the table. So it's called a beer mat. The other word, do you want to reveal that?
It's a coaster.
Yeah, a coaster. I don't know why it's called a coaster. Yeah, because we have the roller coaster, but that's a completely different word. So roller coaster I think is amerikanskie gonki, so the roller coaster, but that's something different. Right, next word we have it's like a bunker, or here we have jestianная bunker. So this is, I believe just it's like a material.
Aluminium.
It's aluminium, or it can be tin. Which is a type of metal as well. So this is, we say this in England and America. Do you want to say the word?
The word is a can.
A can. In England, we also call it a tin as well. Like get us a tin of booze or something.
Tin of Coke.
Tin of Coke or a can of Coke. So a can or a tin. And the last word in this set of words, we have graphene. So this, how would you this is like a big glass
or bottle.
It's kind of like a bottle, which, the verb, actually I don't want to reveal the verb because it's similar to the noun. But in this kind of prepares the wine or the whiskey for consumption. And it just prepares it. I don't know the exact science of it. I don't really know exactly why. If you know, let us know. We're interested because it's a complicated subject. Right, so it's called a decanter. And the verb is to decant wine. And you don't normally have this if you're just buying an ordinary bottle of wine. But if it's a special bottle of wine or whiskey, you definitely want to get a decanter because it keeps the alcohol in the best
taste
condition. Yeah, it keeps the beverage in a good condition. Next set of words, we have some verbs, and these are very useful verbs, or maybe useful verbs, especially if you like to drink. The first verb we have is сделать небольшой глоток. So this is when, how would you describe this?
Start drinking something?
It's it's like to drink in small
amount
bits.
Of it.
Yeah, it's taking small bits. The noun has 3 letters, and it's a very small noun. And the verb is, взять, брать. So you wouldn't translate this directly from Russian into English. So in Russian, you'd say like взять, брать, глоток, but you wouldn't. That's how you would say it in English. So do you want to reveal the word?
To take a sip.
Yeah, to take a sip, like взять, брать. So to take a sip. A sip is a noun. Okay, just like a small bit of something. Little babies can drink out of a sippy cup. Yeah, a sippy cup, exactly. All right, the next word is, you do this, well, some people consider it to be rude. But in some cultures, it's actually a polite thing. It shows that you enjoy
it.
Yeah. Well, you did because you were in Vietnam. Was this normal?
It's something normal, and as you said, if you do that action, it's a sign of appreciation. How much you like the food.
Yeah, exactly. So the verb in Russian is прихлебнуть со звуком. So, I mean, it does sound funny, but I guess if you're drinking something really hot, it's probably going to protect your mouth and your tongue. So I like to drink my tea really, really hot. I don't like warm tea. I like hot tea. So maybe I should protect my mouth and and do this. So this verb is what you call onomatopoeic, meaning it sounds like. Do you want to reveal the words?
Of course, it's to slurp.
To slurp. And in America, I don't know if you've heard of these. You have Slurpees. Have you heard of a Slurpee? It's like this kind of ice.
It's slushy, kind of?
It's kind of like a slushy. Exactly, yes. It is a slushy, but I think it's one of them.
Slurpee.
Yeah, maybe there's a brand called Slurpee. Maybe, yeah, because you slurp the thing when you get to the bottom of the drink or the beverage. Exactly, yeah, you slurp it up. All right, the next one we have is делать большой глоток. So the opposite to take a sip. This is, big. I wouldn't call it a sip. I would say this is another onomatopoeic verb. It sounds like what it is. This one, do you want to do it?
To gulp.
To gulp. To take a big gulp.
Big gulp.
Yeah. Right. Next one we have is выпить залпом. So залпом. Usually you do this at a party, or if you're a bit crazy, or you like to have fun with your alcohol. Well, obviously you do this with vodka. I don't think you would take a sip out of vodka. Maybe you can sip vodka. If it's a particularly nice vodka, then maybe you can sip it. But this is the complete opposite of taking a sip. And it's more than a gulp. This is when you finish everything in the glass.
Or in the bottle, yeah.
Yeah, in the bottle. So we would say there's 2 different ways you can say this. To down a drink. So in America, you might hear, fraternities at university, like frat houses, they might shout, down it, down it, down it. And if you hear that and you take a sip, well, then you're just a loser. You have to down your drink. So another way you can say this is to chug. To chug. I think it's both British and American. So the chug, 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 chug.
And we have one more, I guess, bottoms up.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Exactly. Yeah, bottoms up. Yeah.
Bottoms up to that.
Cheers.
Next one we have, this is something that the barman or the bartender would do, or even yourself. Наполнить бокал или кружку. So наполнить. No, not наполнить. So this is where I don't want to reveal it too much, but this is where, do you want to try it and describe it?
You ask the bartender to just refresh what you're having.
I guess, refresh.
Refill.
Replenish, replenish. Fill. To fill up a glass or to refill. Yeah. So in some places, restaurants, well, I don't think with alcohol, but with non-alcoholic beverages.
Soft drinks.
Yeah, soft drinks, exactly. They can refill your drink for free. So I know in America, I think it's McDonald's or something.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah, they will refill your drinks for you. And the last one, this is something you do usually by accident. Случайно пролить что-либо. I've done this many times. It happens.
Same.
It happens. Just don't spill. Sorry, it is. I just revealed it. To spill. Don't spill anything nearby my laptop. That's something. Yeah, you don't want to do. Spilling is something you do when if you're not paying attention and or you're too drunk or something. Another verb you can use is to knock something over, to knock over your drink. Continuing on, we have some more interesting words. We've already mentioned this word, but it's good to know. Выпить алкоголь. So what is this? I mean, alcohol, it's not just выпить алкоголь, it could just be напиток. It doesn't have to be an alcoholic beverage. This is just, do you just want to say the word?
To have a drink?
To have a drink. You can say to drink, or of course, as we mentioned, to sip, to gulp, to chug, to down. But you just use the verb to have. And to have a drink can mean to physically just have a drink and not do anything with it, but it also means to physically drink the drink. Yeah. So the verb to have is quite interesting. Sometimes it is possession, ownership. Sometimes it is an action, like to have lunch or to have a drink. And also, if it's an action, you can use it in the present continuous. For instance, I'm having a drink right now. Whereas if you own something, you can't use have in the present continuous. I have a car. You don't say I'm having a car. Yeah. All right. Next word we have is quite funny. In Russian, you say подпивший, на веселье, слегка пьяный. Maybe you could say под шофер. This means, how would you kind of this?
I guess it's the state between sobriety and drunkenness.
Yeah.
So it's a thin line you are just going on and off in a way, we can say.
Yeah, so it's not quite drunk. It's on the way to being drunk. And there's a few ways you can say this. One way, all right, I'll reveal the word. One of them is tipsy, or the other one is...
And the other one is buzzed.
Buzz, yeah, or to have a buzz. So, for instance, oh, I'm not drunk, I'm just tipsy. I'm just a little buzz, man.
I'm all right.
It's all right, I can drive.
You obviously can't.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't do that.
Well, if you have in America it's called a DUI, driving under the influence. In some states it's DWI, driving with the influence. So you get this if you drink, drive, and the police stop you. And this is actually really bad. You can't go to a lot of countries if you have a DUI on your police record. You can't go to Mexico. I think it's Australia. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I think there's a few countries you can't travel to. So yeah, don't drink and drive. All right, the next one is перепить кого-то. There's a few ways you can say this. This means that one person is more capable of drinking
and staying stronger than the other person.
Exactly.
They're drinking.
Yeah, someone can. There's a few ways you can say this. Yeah, do you want to reveal the first way of saying this?
Okay, to drink someone under the table.
So this is more idiomatic, to drink someone under the table. I guess it's because someone is so drunk that they fall under the table and they can't hold themselves anymore. I guess you could say to outdrink someone as well. Yeah, to outdrink or to drink someone under the table. Yeah. It's a stereotype. You can't outdrink Russians, but but I'd say you can't outdrink a lot of British people. I mean, in Britain, Russia used to have a stereotype for alcoholism, but I would say it's actually not really that true anymore. You don't really have that many drunk people. I mean, of course you do, but Russia's really cleaning itself up in this respect, whereas England, people still love to get absolutely... we're going to reveal these words. We don't want to reveal these words. The next word, well, soon we're going to get to this word, means to be really drunk. So the British love to get really drunk. And there are many different ways you can say to be really drunk. And some of them are quite funny. All right, so the next one, this is шататься из стороны в сторону. So
it's emotion.
It's emotion, yeah. Yeah, and шататься can't always be you. This is шататься in the context of drinking, not шататься in other contexts. For instance, I guess teeth. Like you can't. So it's a different context here. This just means you're either drunk, really drunk. We'll get to that in a second. Other ways of saying this. I'll just say this one. It's to stagger from side to side. To stagger. And there's other ways. You could say maybe to sway. Yeah.
Or not balanced, maybe?
Yeah, to be unbalanced. Yeah, exactly. To move in an unbalanced way. Yeah, absolutely. All right, the next one, I love this. There's so many different ways to describe this. Находится в сильном опьянении. What was быть сильно пьяный?
Моя квартира. 57
So there's many ways you can say it's быть в стельку или мертвецки пьяным. Oh, I didn't know that. So мертвецки пьяным. Просто значит быть сильно пьяный. So пьяным. So many different ways. Do you want to start?
Yes, well, one by one.
Yeah,
we can say wasted.
Wasted, yeah. Wasted is one.
I am incredibly...
Another way, it's kind of rude, but we say this all the time in England, pissed. So be careful with the verb piss, because I think you guys know what that is. Or maybe if you don't, then then you need to...
now you know it.
Yeah. Go on Urban Dictionary. So pissed, we also have... Trashed, yeah. I would say maybe that's more American English, because in America you say trash, garbage, whereas we say rubbish in England. Trashed. Next one you want to do?
Messed up.
Yeah, messed up. Yeah, messed up. I'm absolutely messed up. I can't have any more. I'm messed up. British English has a few really funny ones. I love this one. Trolleyed. The reason why, do you know why we call it a trolley? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you need to just get into trolley and someone just need to carry you. That's all, right?
Well, the trolley, yeah, because we have shopping trolleys in England. In America, I think you call it a shopping cart. Yeah, shopping cart. And shopping trolleys are never... for some reason, why can't any supermarkets sort out their trolleys? Why can't they just make the trolleys go straight?
Yeah.
So the trolleys stagger from side to side. Then another one, which I absolutely love. Do you want to try pronounce that?
The last one?
Yeah.
Sloshed.
Yeah, sloshed. To get absolutely sloshed. Yeah. So there's probably some other slang words you can use. But
one more, I guess, blackout.
Yeah, to be blacked out. To get blacked out. That means to get so drunk. Yeah, that you can't concentrate. That you're literally
just near that state.
Yeah. And I have another one. To pass out. To pass out. So if you to pass out is kind of like to faint. I think you say in Russian obmorok, something like that. Yeah. So when you lose consciousness, потерять сознание. Or сознание, I can't remember. Anyway, we'll move on to the next set of words. Here we have the last set of words. And we actually mentioned the first word here. We actually mentioned this. This is трезвый in Russian.
Я трезвый.
How would you describe this?
This is a state of like cleanness, we can say. No alcohol, no substance in your system, so you're completely awake.
Yeah, you're conscious and most likely conscious. This just means you don't have any drugs or alcohol in your system. And this is really good to know. So, do you want to reveal the word?
Yeah, the word is sober.
Yeah, sober, exactly. To be sober. And sober is the adjective. The noun is sobriety. Yeah, sobriety, exactly. Next one we have is gastrolirovanie po barom. This is quite interesting. I've heard from people that gastrolirować can be a prison blatnoy jargon term. So, but I guess it also means like a band tour. This po barom, this would not be. We wouldn't call it a bar tour. I mean, maybe you can call it a bar tour. I've never heard this before, but the official word. Well, this is when you go from bar to bar
in one night mostly. Yeah.
Have you been on one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been on a few at university. And usually you buy a T-shirt, and this T-shirt, it has like the name of I guess you could call it a tour company, which helps young students get absolutely wasted. What a fun business.
They make money for that. Keep wasted.
Yeah, but maybe they might get in trouble with the law or something.
Exactly.
If someone does something stupid and breaks something, then maybe. I don't know who's liable. But this in England, we call this a bar crawl. And a crawl in Russian is bolsti. So like when you move on your hands and your knees. I think you've heard of another word for
bar
this.
hopping.
Yeah, bar hopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is to hop?
Just jump from one place to other place.
Exactly. It's like a jump. Yeah. So yeah, bar crawl or bar hop. The next word we have is неумеренное употребление алкоголя. When you drink a little too much. Yes, when you drink too much in one go, at once. When you drink too much at once. So this is, something that is a big thing at in universities in England. I guess in Turkey, you get all the British tourists who destroy your towns, and we love to do. It's like a hobby of ours. We come to a beautiful country and then absolutely soil your beaches and
with lots of bottles and cans, and it's summer, man. It's summertime.
It's a British hobby. So do you want to reveal it?
The word is the binge drinking.
Yeah, to binge. And by the way, to binge, it's not only for alcohol. It just means to consume a lot of something in one go.
Continuously.
So well, you like watching Netflix? Yeah, what would you say to?
I binge watched the Witcher last night in a way.
Yeah, to binge watch is to watch so much in one go. So you can watch, I don't know, like 2 seasons in one go. Or whatever, just a lot. So to binge drink. All right, the next one, I love this. I love this, and I've done this a lot in my life.
Regrets.
Yeah. Блевать, тошнить, рвать. So, this happened to me the other day, actually. I had a belyash, which is a Russian. Well, is it Russian? I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's Central Asian. I think it's kind of like a. Have you heard of a belyash? A belyash. It's just this like kind of meats parcel. It's Central Asian cuisine. So, so I went. I bought a belyash and. I call it a blevyash because it was it did this to me. So this happens. When does this happen usually?
If you drink too much and excessively without eating anything at all, or the next morning if you have a heavy headache, and you probably experience that thing. Or
if you're sick in general.
Generally,
do you want to reveal the first 2?
The first one, to vomit.
Yeah, to vomit,
And?
Do you want to do the next one?
And the next one is to throw up.
So to throw up's interesting. Yes, it means to vomit. It can also mean to physically throw something up. But most of the time if you say I threw up, almost always it means that you vomited somewhere. Yeah, and there's some other slang words you can use. To vomit and to throw up. Well, to vomit, I'd say, is the most technical
one.
The most technical verb. I mean, it doesn't have to be so technical. You can say, "Mom, I vomited."
Or it smells. My vomit smells.
Throw up is not. It's a phrasal verb, and phrasal verbs are usually more conversational. It's not. I wouldn't say it's slang. I wouldn't go as far to say to throw up slang. It's just more conversational. But we're going to bring you some slang words. Do you want to reveal the first slang one?
To hurl.
To hurl.
Yeah.
Maybe you could say to hurl up as well. To hurl also means to throw. To hurl something. Yeah.
I love this one.
Yeah,
go for it. You go for it.
No. I want it's your passion.
All right. The next one is to barf.
To barf, exactly.
Barf.
Yeah, it's more American English. Yeah. Yeah. But if you said barf in England, people would understand you. But it just sounds more American. And in airplanes, the next one is so British. It's so British. I love this word. It's to chunder. Maybe they say in Australia, I don't know, but definitely England, chunder.
Chunder.
You can say, "Oh God, I woke up so hungover and I had a chunder fest." I wouldn't say it is a fest. Like, it's not a fun fest, but it's a chunder fest. So yeah, in England, people do love to drink, and chundering is a
part of it.
It's part of it, and I'm sure you've had a few chunder fests in Turkey. With Brits everywhere.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, the next one we have. This is the feeling. Yeah, how would you describe it?
Yeah, as you said, it's the bad feeling the next day if you excessively consume alcohol the previous night. So this is the state that you are in. Mostly.
Yeah, exactly. So the Russian word "похмелье." Pronouncing the "ch" in Russian is so funny for me. I can't do it very well, but "похмелье." Yes, I get really bad headaches after I drink. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A headache.
So I can't.
Plus dizziness.
Yeah, dizziness. So, do you want to reveal it?
Yeah, the word is that hangover.
Yes, exactly. Hangover is the noun, and you can also use the verb to be hung over. Yeah, and it comes from the verb to hang, повесить, where I guess it's because, where do you think it comes from? I guess it's hanging.
Hanging something.
Yeah, maybe
hanging,
the alcohol was hanging from the night before. So a hangover. And there's a really funny film, maybe you've seen it, The Hangover.
The series.
Yeah, it is a series. Yes. Well, it is a series. Well, it's a series or just a few films? Yeah.
Series 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hangover 1 and...
Yeah, there are a few. Yeah, there are a few, yeah. I just remember the first one in Las Vegas with
Vegas. That's the best one.
Yeah, with the tiger and everything.
Yeah, and Mike Tyson.
And the last one we have, well, there's many, many ways you could say this in Russian. And a lot of people in England, when people think they know Russian or they say "na zdоровье."
Yeah, same in Turkey.
Yeah,
exactly. "Na zdоровье."
Yeah, "na zdоровье." Yeah, but I think you say "за ваше здоровье."
За ваше здоровье и за мое очко.
In English, we don't translate this the same way. We wouldn't say "to your health." I mean, maybe you could say that, but it sounds quite Eastern European to me to say "to your health." Maybe you could say that. It's just, I don't know.
It's same in Turkey.
Do you do that?
Yeah, we're saying "to your health" and to your health and prosperity.
Yeah. Well, there's a word in Russian which is the same in English, toast, and in English we say toast. Yeah, a toast. So, well, this one here we say this all the time in England. Yeah, do you want to reveal it?
It's cheers.
Cheers. So cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, by the way, in England also means thank you, by the way. So you might hear people in the street say, "Oh, cheers." And they're not drunk, they're not drinking, and it means thank you.
Something,
If you said cheers in America, I think people would understand you, but they just don't do it. Or they would know that you're English or, I think, Australian. So, you hear the word cheers all the time. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for sticking to the very end. And if you have any feedback, please let us know in the comments section. And if you have any questions, also let us know as well. And do visit our website, www.BigAppleSchool.com, where you can find some other interesting videos, articles, podcasts, and more information about the courses we offer here at the Big Apple School. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. See you next time.
See you next time.